Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where today, I was thinking about going back to the roof of the Nether and finishing off the ziggurat until I realized we have to fight that Ender Dragon this week. We're really not doing too well on, like, always doing it on the same day every week. We've missed a couple of times, but as long as we do it once a week, that's what really matters. Now, we should have all of our copper weaponry, or tools, I should say, inside of this chest. But what we don't have is our armor, because this week the way that we're doing the encounter is Enchanted Copper gear. And I put all of my gear up here. I reorganized things a little bit. We've got our lovely iron armor, and then our gold, and then our chainmail, and then finally our copper. And you might think, well, that seems like a strange order to have them in. Shouldn't it be shuffled around a little bit? The answer is no, they're in order of when I got them. So we started with iron, then we did our gold run for the challenge, then I made chainmail armor because I thought it would be cool to have fully enchanted chainmail, and now finally we have the copper armor. And naturally, we want to put all of the same enchantments on there as we have on our current armor set. Except for, like, obviously, it's going to be a bit tedious to get Aqua Affinity and Respiration 3 and all of those, so I don't know if we're going to necessarily worry about those right now. One thing we are going to do, because I also have to repair the pickaxe, is we're going to go farm for XP in the end, on the roof of the Nether. Why do I always get the two of those confused? But something I wanted to do was set up some alternative stations for bookshelves. Let's bring a full stack, because right now we know that, if we throw that in there, we're going to get certain options. But we also know that we'll get more different options if we have a different layout. So we can go up to, I think 15 or 16 is the max, but fewer will give us different results, and I thought, yeah, it'd be good to do that. So we're going to need some additional enchanting tables in order to make this happen, and I figured I'd go ahead and build those right now. I'm thinking we're going to build 3 more stations for enchanting, just because it seems like it could be fun. I couldn't remember why I opened this chest up. It was to get books. Now, we're also going to need to buy some books at some point in the future, but we're not worried about that at this precise moment. 12 of those, and then finally the diamonds. We're not worried about buying all the enchantments. We're going to see what we can get by just mining naturally. To actually break some of these down. There we go. 6 diamonds ought to get the job done, and that'll give me my 3 new enchanting tables. And we're going to take all of this with us, like I said, to the roof of the Nether. Oh, these are all fully oxidized. Great! I guess we'll take a second to check in on how all this is going. Surprisingly, this is the most resilient layout. This has stood the test of time. These have not changed at all. That is wacky. I feel like this is progressing along more quickly, and then these underwater are finally starting to go. But I think the experiment of just placing them all separate and further apart is definitely the way to go. You know what we need to do before the end of the year is we need to figure this out. I was thinking about changing this to be like a proper cutaway, so that's flowing directly into the ocean, and then this is going to look more like the exit we've got over there, which means we need to have a staircase going up and make it level with all of this out here. So, yeah, we probably do need to do that. Have just a staircase, have that be built in there, have the ground be over here, have all of that be disconnected from all of that down there, have it just be exposed to the ocean. None of that's relevant for today's episode. In fact, none of that's happening anytime soon, because I think in the next episode, we're going to go build more ziggurat stairs. I would love to just go do that and just have it be done and not have episodes dedicated to building stairs for a ziggurat. Unfortunately, because of the nature of this series and how much time it takes, I really just cannot spare the time to do that sort of thing off camera and not make it an episode. As nice as that would be, I kind of have to, like, everything is content. So I really just don't play as much off camera as I used to. One thing I still do between episodes is I'll fiddle around with the farm. I'll go collect wheat and breed cows. That's why we always have beef, because I'm kind of always doing that. It's a nice, simple little routine that I can do. Collecting netherwort and selling it to that guy in the church is also pretty good. Selling it to the cleric. So there's little tasks that I'll do, kind of between episodes, really. But, oh, wow, okay. That sucked, but it got us down here. Ooh, I didn't really think about the space requirements for what I wanted to do. Really? Any? We don't necessarily have the room down here at the moment. Of course, this will be wider than that up there in the future. Well, I'll tell you what we could do, is we can still have this, and we can still plop that down. Oh. there. We could have this... Well, no, that's not going to work, is it? What are you? You're Fortune. That's not going to help me any. We need Velvety for this operation. Okay, so what are you now? You are like a power level 11. That's power level 24. Arguably too much power level. But if we have a look here now, we can see that this one's offering Fire Protection, Protection, and Aqua Affinity, whereas this one is offering Protection 2, and you're not really making my point for me right now. The idea was supposed to be that we can get some pretty wildly different results if we had them at different power levels. So 5 is going to give me pretty much the same as this one over here. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me boost this one a little bit more. Up from 11. That one's like 20 some odd. Well, what if this one is 12? Aqua Affinity. Wait, was this one also offering Aqua Affinity? Gosh darn it, Protection 2, Fire Protection. No, that's different. Yeah, see? So that's good, because we don't want Fire Protection. What we want is we want the gosh darn Protection 3. So, I see variety. What if I take it up to 13? Okay. What if I take it up to 14? Okay. What if I take it up to 15? And that gets us to Fire Protection. So, that's going to be Tier 3. This one's going to be Tier 2, if the ordering makes sense at all. We should have brought more carpet. I didn't think about that. This will not do for now, because we don't have enough of them. Gosh darn it. Alright, well, what if we just put a torch on top of every single block? Not necessarily because that's going to provide enough light to prevent spawning, but rather just the torches being... Oh, no, they'll spawn on torch blocks. That's great. So we're going to have, like, magmas or something here. Fantastic. That's just exactly what I wanted to see. Come here, all of you. Priority number 1 is going to be restoring my pickaxe, believe it or not. I am less concerned with collecting XP for gear, because we already are level 47. And then you, power level 5. You're just kind of sad, aren't you? How high do I need to get this one before it matches that one over there? So at power level 8, it is offering Protection 2, and Aqua Affinity, which is different than what it was at 1. So we've got yet another one of these. This is sort of a mess right now. Yeah, Protection, Projectile Protection. Alright, well there you go. You got enchantment level... What are you? Okay. 24, 14, 8, and 5. That's fine. That'll do just fine for me right now. This whole root floor is now a mess. We'll have to deal with that in the future. For now, let's go ahead and see what our best bet's going to be. So we do want protection. I forgot to get... Hold on a minute. Do we have... Gosh darn it. I was really hoping I had the wherewithal to put lapis in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to the overworld real quick. I'm gonna take an inventories full of bones with me, because otherwise this thing's gonna get full of bones. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more brown carpet. Like, quite a bit more. We're using brown, right?
Lapis lazuli.
Okay, time to carpet everything up, and time to get things done. So, Protection 3 is definitely something we want on there. But we also want to have Unbreaking 3. But we also want to have Unbreaking... Here's the thing. Some of these can get sort of slightly more rare enchants that we wouldn't be able to get otherwise, like Aqua Affinity. But do we want Aqua Affinity on there? Probably not. I'm just saying we could have Aqua Affinity on there if we wanted to. But I think we can also... Aqua Affinity might be one of the ones we can buy. So let's say right here, Protection, we want to go ahead and get... Unbreaking 3. Fire Protection. Now that sucks. Because what that means is we've got to come over here and we've got to unenchant it, because we don't want that crap. I forgot that was a possibility. From now on, we're going for protection. Because, yeah, there you go. If you get protection, you might get unbreaking, but you're not going to get something you don't want. Which is the difference with, like, if you go ahead and get unbreaking, you might end up with the type of protection you don't want. But, yeah, there we go. That's the problem right there, is you get unbreaking. Well, what about if I throw that in there? Also unbreaking. What about... Fire Protection. Like that, I'm not taking the risk. I'm not taking the risk. What about over here? What are you going to give me? That'll give me Unbreaking 3 for whatever reason. We're less likely to, well, no, we don't want that. That's what we've been talking about. We don't want that. We've got to get something on one of these pieces of armor, because that'll kind of reset the whole thing. Well, I'll tell you what, we got the XP to, or we got the levels to share. Let's just do it. And what do you know? We got Protection 4. So that's good. That's actually, we do want all of these to be Protection 4. Respiration 3, yeah, send it. Unbreaking 3, also added Protection 3. All we gotta do is add another Protection 3 to both of those and we'll be set. What about all of our tools? I think we want to get all of the tools as well. And in fact, yeah, they should all be inside of here. Let's see what we can get here. Unbreaking 3 or Fortune 2 sucks. I think it's going to be the same across all of these. We'll go ahead and go for the Unbreaking 3. All we need to do now is get the pickaxe repaired. Okay, so that's all repaired up and ready to go. Let's go! We're level 30 now, so what next? Fortune 3 on a shovel. Wouldn't Fortune 3 be better on a pickaxe? I'ma say yes, and it also got Unbreaking 3, which is nice. Okay, got another 30. Let's see what we get this time. Fortune 3 again? Don't mind if I do. Got another 30. What are we gonna get here? Efficiency 4. I don't know. What about a copper hoe? Oh, it's gonna get the same thing. Well, what about over here? It's the same thing. Well, what about over here? Tell you what if we went for the Unbreaking 3 instead? We did it. That's what. One final tool to put Efficiency 4 on. My problem with putting Efficiency 4 on it is not that Efficiency 4 is bad, it's that I have to find another Efficiency 4 to upgrade it to Efficiency 5. And that just seems like a pain. But, yeah, I don't really see any other better options, so Efficiency 4 it is. That is all of the tools enchanted, which is nice. Obviously, we're going to put more on them. They all need mending and everything. But my primary concern today is the sword and the armor, so we can use it to fight the Ender Dragon. So I'm going to head back to the house and get the remaining enchantments we need to apply. And then we'll continue to farm them here, because this is just objectively the best place to do so. I mean, look at these XP gains. They just keep dropping as well. Nothing we have in the overworld is as fast as this place. It's absurd. I'm gonna leave this lapis inside of here for future use. Ooh, baby! What a landing! Okay, let's get our emeralds and our books and get to shopping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mendings. Unfortunately, I left everything there, and I don't remember what I need. Like, I don't remember what bits got which bits, so that's unfortunate. Feather falling I need, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 thorns, because I know I need those at least. I have to combine the 2 feather fallings together, sadly. Do we want sweeping edge on the sword? Do we? Probably. Oh, we have protection 4s right here. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 of them, and if we don't use them all, that's fine. We'll have extras. I'm also running out of space in my inventory for all of this. Oh, it's like the worst version of Sweeping Edge. I don't want your Sweeping Edge. Sharpness, though. What kind of sharpness do you have? Sharpness 2. It's not even worth mentioning. You don't have any good enchantments. Why do I even have you? Looting's good to have. I like looting. I really need some more of these guys, because I'm not super impressed with what I've got around here. We need to go get some more of these librarians. We need to fill this place. We need more options. Don't we have a couple of librarians across the sea? And if so, what do they have? Anything worthwhile? I can't remember. Did I already bring them back over? I probably did. I probably don't actually still have any here. There are no librarians here. That's disappointing. Can we just, I don't want to waste time doing this. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here doing this. This is a silly waste of time more often than not. Yeah, no, this was a waste of time. Okay, so I actually ended up getting one that has Piercing 3, which I don't think we have a guy that's got Piercing 3, and this one here's got Channeling, and they're both for decent rates, so I'm gonna leave them be. But ultimately, that was a waste of time, exactly what I thought it would be. And now we're gonna leave. We're gonna go back. We're gonna enchant what we got with what we got, and we're gonna call it a day. Actually, don't have to go all the way home because there's a portal right here. So, glad I didn't do that. That would have been a waste of time. Okay, sword. Currently has Unbreaking 3, which means we need to add to it... Oh, I put them all in here, didn't I? Meow. Mending, looting, and sweeping. So looting first should cost 6. Yep, that checks out. And then sweeping edge should cost another 7. And then mending should cost another 5. Yep, there we go. Hey, fellas! Oh, not quite a one-shot, not quite a two-shot. Not quite the best sword ever. So the boots already have Protection 3 and Unbreaking 3. So we need to add Thorns. Mending. We got Depth Strider because why not? Not going to be helpful in the end, but still. Couple of Feather Falling 3s, that's going to raise our price a bit. Oh, this is confusing because it's recommending that we combine... Oh, jeez. We're actually supposed to put Depth Strider and Mending together. So Mending and Depth Strider are going to go in there together. And then the 2 Feather Fallings go together. But then the Feather Fallings go on with Protection 4. So that's going to be... Oh, we do actually just straight up have Protection 4s. Well, would it be cheaper to get some protection 3s and combine them? No. Why use a 3 with the 3 we got on here when we can just go straight to... I'm not going to go try to find some protection 3 enchantments. I don't need them. Oh, let's just see. Thorns 3 is going to cost 12 levels. That is correct. And Depth Strider along with Mending. And I think it is specifically in that order. Yeah, because it's cheaper that way. Put that on the boots, and that's too expensive. You get sick of doing this after a while. It was kind of cool the first couple of times to build this crazy stacked armor, and now I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of doing this! I want to be here doing this again! At least it's faster now. It's faster now than it used to be. And then we want to combine Protection 4 with Feather Falling. But we got to combine the two Feather Fallings together first. That's going to screw up all the pricing. Also, you know what? We could probably just have... Oh, we do. I was going to say we could have another anvil up here. And we could, and we do. So the two Feather Fallings is going to cost 4. Which means that this is going to cost more than initially anticipated. Oh, interesting. They cost the same no matter what order you put them in. Whatever. Put those together along with the boots, and that's going to be 14, even though it should be 4. It's fine. Or no, sorry, it should be 12, but now it's going to be 14. That is going to work, though, right? That's going to give us protection for... Yeah. Boom! Boots finished. So on here, we need to add a... Thorns 3, a Protection 4, and then a Mending. Yeah, that's going to be a lot simpler. Thorns, Protection 4. Ugh. There you go. Okay. Mending. I'm not even going to look up best order. I'm assuming it's the same as before, because it's the same enchantments as before. Protection 4, and then I'm not even going to try. I already know that I need more than that. There we go. And for the helmet, I'm actually going to go back to the overworld again, because I realized we don't have Aqua Affinity. And we could go ahead and put Aqua Affinity on there if we wanted to. Aqua Affinity. Thorns, Protection 4, that's going to get paired with Mending. Unbreaking 3, combined with Aqua Affinity. And that should be everything. Yeah, we've got a couple of extras up there. Decided to go ahead and put the armor on and get it repaired, because it's already... in a bit of a beaten state after the last fight. Now, here's hoping that I don't accidentally jump off the edge of this thing, forgetting that I don't have the Elytra equipped, and die a painful death, because that would be unfortunate. And then, finally, the helmet is complete. Nice. Let's go ahead and equip it so that we can get it fully repaired. This ought to do it. Yes, immediately. Well, that does it for today's episode. All of our gear is... Look at me. Oh, no. There we go. All of our gear is fully repaired and ready to go for the big encounter with the dragon. I guess we'll do that tomorrow, because I've been at this for an hour now. An hour of my life it took to do this. I don't want to sit down. One of these days, I think I will sit down and do the math on how much time was spent just recording all of these. That's not counting the editing, though, is the problem. That's not really going to give us a clear picture of the time investment this series was. Was it worth it? Yeah, I've had fun. But it is a lot. I could have spent that time building an addition on my house. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye!